Okay, welcome to a new episode of Nate's MMA Corner. I'm Nate, and if you watch my show, you're in my corner. Today's episode's a pre-fight show for UFC Fight Night. Anders versus Machida. This is coming out party for Anders, possibly, where we see him come out as this big breakout superstar and demolish a UFC legend and former UFC champ, or we see Machida step up to the plate and try to resurrect his career. So there's a great main event at middleweight. And yeah, there's a pre-fight show, the main card, and let's get started. So the main event is a middleweight clash with the Lyoto the Dragon Machida versus rising contender Eric Anders. And Eric Anders, he was a college football star, and he is making a name for himself in the UFC. He's on a pretty solid win streak right now. However, I think that this taking place in Brazil and being the main event, Machida is used to that, and I think he actually gets it done here. Yeah, I think he'll learn from his previous losses, get the win here, but I don't see how much further he has left in his career, and he really doesn't have a whole lot left to prove. I mean, he's already done great for his career and great for himself, and but I'm only giving Machida a 51% chance of winning because Eric Anders is pretty well-rounded and he's hungry for the win, and he called out Machida after winning his last fight, and he knows what he wants. And but yeah, with that said, I'm picking Machida by first round knockout. I think Machida catches him coming in and uses that elusive game plan of his and gets the knockout. Then in the co-main event, we have a women's flyweight clash with Valentina Shevchenko and Priscilla Kocheria, and I'm going with Shevchenko unanimous decision. I think she looked great at bantamweight. She just gone a little bit more, done a little bit more in the title fight against Amanda Nunes. We would probably be saying she's the bantamweight champion. But yeah, she's hungry for the win, and Valentina can grapple, she can strike, she's well-rounded, she's hungry at flyweight. She wants to prove herself and get a title shot at flyweight, and a lot of people are expecting her to become the next UFC women's flyweight champion of the world. And I think this is going to be a good solid win, and I think she dominates each and every round on the stand-up and wins 30-27 unanimous decision. Then we have a catchweight bout at 161 pounds, Miguel Prazeres versus Desmond Green. I'm picking Prazeres here. I think that he's heavy-handed. Despite him not making weight, I think he's still able to get it done. And yeah, he's talented, and again, he's a Brazilian fighting in Brazil. And yeah, but he's going to have to figure out the weight issue. But yeah, this is a catchweight at 161 pounds, so this win won't do a whole lot for him. But hopefully it's a wake-up call for him to make weight next time. And then he racks up some wins and gets in high-ranking spots after this fight. But yeah, Desmond Green, tough, durable veteran, and this won't be an easy fight, I think. So I think, yeah, Prazeres by unanimous decision. Maybe I could see Desmond Green getting around here, so it could be 29-28 unanimous decision for Miguel. And yeah, it's going to be an interesting fight, though. Then in the heavyweight division, we have Timothy Johnson versus Marcelo Golm. And I'm picking Golm KO round 1. I think Timothy Johnson is not the fastest heavyweight. He doesn't necessarily have the greatest cardio, and I think that's going to go against him. I mean, he has decent, solid wrestling base and heavy hands, and he has a good reach over some of his past opponents. But I just think that this, again, being in Brazil and the travel, and I think just it'll wear out on him, and Marcelo Golm gets it done by first round knockout and catches him in the stand-up. And then in the middleweight division, we have Thiago Santos versus Anthony Smith. And yeah, I'm going with Santos on here. I think Anthony Smith survives the first round and holds his own, maybe even wins the first round. Then Thiago Santos gets it done, second round KO. And then, yeah, I mean, Thiago Santos, it's hard to pick against him. I have high expectations for Thiago Santos. Then in the bantamweight division, to kick off the main card, we have Douglas Silva de Andrade versus Marlon Vera. And I'm picking Vera by unanimous decision here. I think that he'll be unfazed fighting in Brazil. And this guy is talented, and he's able to do quite a bit. And let me just check something here. Yeah, I mean, this guy's taken out, Brad Pickett, Brian Kelleher, and Ngan Gagnon. But yeah, he lost to John Lineker, no shame in that. I think he can definitely get it done here, though. And yeah, watching him on Ultimate Fighter, the guy was definitely overlooked, I think, and he's a talented fighter to look out for. And more well-rounded than he gets credit for, too, as well. With that said, that wraps up the pre-fight show, and then I gotta say good luck to Maya Stevenson. That's going to be a great fight against Viana at the women's strawweight division. And yeah, Alon Patrick and Damir Hotsovic. That's going to be a good lightweight clash in the prelims. So you got some good prelim matches. I'm going to be on the edge of my seat for a couple of those. Sergio Moraes and Tim Means, two durable veterans at welterweight. So this is a pretty stacked card, especially for a Brazil card, from American standpoint. And yeah, so that wraps up this pre-fight show. And until then, I will see ya.